Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess. I am a kitchen diva. Let me tell you this time of season, I'm in the kitchen just about every day because we have harvest coming in and we're buying fresh produce from our Amish community. So I went to the Amish community recently. They have been raising this garlic. This is elephant garlic. Y'all can see the garlic there. And it also has some seed in there still. I can collect those seed, dry them out, and use them in my garlic this fall to raise my own garlic. This is a hardneck garlic. This is a soft neck garlic that you would get at the store, and it's just about past its prime. But I keep it on hand just in case I just want some fresh garlic in something that I'm cooking. So while I was at the Amish community, they had this recipe sitting out. It's called Lacto-Fermented garlic. And there's the recipe and all the information that they gave me. And then I'm going to talk about doing this lacto-fermented garlic. We're going to get into it in a moment, but I want to give you all the information about this. Now, I am not a medical doctor. I am not even qualified as a dietary technician or someone that would be giving you dietary advice. I'm just a farm wife, and we do all of our own canning, preserving, dehydrating, freezing. Everything is done here on the homestead. And we also do a little bit of our own meat sourcing. But I explicitly tell you, do your own research. My kitchen, my rules. Your kitchen, your rules. What I do in my kitchen is on me. What you do in your kitchen is on you. Make sure you do your own research, because I can also give you bad information, and I don't want to do that. I try not to do that, but I want to let you know that on the front end. So this is a lacto-fermented garlic, and they say whole garlic heads pulled apart, peeled, fine sea salt or other non-iodized salt, filtered water or non-chlorine water. You're going to fill your jar with garlic. You're going to use a half teaspoon of salt for each cup of water. For brine, add brine to jars. Put lids on loosely and set on counter. Open jars once a day to release the pressure. Let it ferment for at least 1 month. You can let it ferment up to 2 months. Can be kept in the refrigerator for a while after fermentation. They give other hints on garlic. Plain fresh garlic does not keep in the refrigerator. Cured garlic keeps well in a cool and dry place. Garlic doesn't keep on the outside in winter. Used cured garlic to plant. That means these. These are cured. You can use the whole clove of garlic and plant that, or you can use the seed that's in here. Let me pop those seed out. So that's a garlic seed right here. What it looks like a little miniature garlic is what it looks like. So you let them dry out as well and cure them. Plant individual cloves for each plant. Start harvesting in late April or May for green use. Harvest garlic in June for curing. And the people that gave that recipe are listed on here. I'm not going to give you their information. I am going to tell you about the health benefits. Now, I am reading because it's a lot of information. My brain just can't wrap around some things anymore. But the health benefits, garlic contains powerful compounds that may help your blood pressure, your immune system, and your general health. Lactic acid bacteria retain beneficial molecules, create new compounds, and increase antioxidants. Fermenting makes it easier for you to digest and adds beneficial probiotics. Storing fermented garlic can be stored up to 7 years. Although most say 2 years at the most. It is a safe way to preserve garlic, and the reason I say 7 years is some Asian recipes tell you to use 7-year lacto-fermented garlic in it. It is a safe way to preserve your garlic. Lacto-fermentation retains texture, benefits, and flavor with no risk of botulism or food poisoning. It has a milder flavor and acidity as it ages. The brine can also be used in cooking. Fermented lacto garlic is ready when the pH reaches 4.6, and I do have pH strips. So I have pH strips. I have two different kinds. I have these that come in a bottle, and they have the test on the back to show you where your pH is at. And then I have these, which are little strips. They look like that. And the test is on the inside of the package. So you can order either one of these off of Amazon and have your pH readily tested. It's especially good for when you're making vinegars and things like that. You want to get your vinegars as close to 5 as you possibly can, although homemade vinegars usually run between 4 and 4.5. So there's that. Let me find where I was at. Garlic improves over time. It may turn blue, a blue-green color, and it's still perfectly good for you to consume. Indicators that your fermented garlic has gone bad, or your garlic has gone bad. You'll have a bad sour smell, like a rancid smell. It usually has mold on it, unusual cloudiness in your water, or soft rotting. So your garlic is going to stay firm in your lacto fermented environment. If it goes soft, don't eat it. You can store this in the refrigerator up to 1 year, although some people say only 2 months. And you can store it in a cool, dark place for up to 7 years. I don't have all the information. This is my first time making it, so I really suggest that you do your own research if you're interested in fermenting your garlic. So let's get to the recipe and let's get this done. So I suggest that you soak your garlic before you peel it. When I worked in the restaurant, we would actually set these up overnight, allow them to sit in warm water for at least 8 to 10 hours. And then it makes the peel come off so much easier. So you're going to take your knife, and this little pointy end is pointing towards the front. I'm going to just pull back, and it'll leave some skin behind. You'll have to go back in there and get that. But you just want to go around your garlic and get that. If it does have bad spots on it, you want to cut the bad spots away or discard the garlic altogether, depending on how bad it is. Because you want to have as good of a product as you possibly can and not be introducing anything into your garlic. So I cut the end of it off, the root end, and I have my garlic all peeled. So there it is. Really simple, easy instructions. I'm not discarding these. These are going to be turned into garlic powder by dehydrating them. I'm going to move my garlic heads out of the way. I don't need them over here. And I'll drop the seed. So I have chosen one of these jars with the gasket on it and the metal closure. But you can use a wide mouth jar with canning rings, whatever you have on hand. You're also going to need something to weight your garlic down. I have these weights that I purchased on Amazon years ago. I don't remember how long I've had them. You're going to need a salt, like a Celtic sea salt or Himalayan salt or canning salt that does not have any, it isn't iodized. Well, let me get my get my thing straight. You don't want iodized salt. You want plain old salt. That's all you want. And you're going to use either a filtered water or an unchlorinated water. I have tap water from our well. That's what I usually use to can. And you're going to fill your jar. Now, you don't have to do a big jar like I'm doing. You could do small pint-sized jars. That would work perfectly well. But you do want them wide mouth because you want to be able to reach in there and get your garlic out. And so I'm just going to put all this garlic in here with my hands. My hands are clean. And never feed your garlic to your chickens, y'all. That's a no-no. See, I missed a little spot here on this. Can y'all see that? I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to cut down till I'm not seeing that spot anymore. See, I've removed it. I just don't want the bad spots in there. So it pays to double check your garlic. And it calls for 1/2 teaspoon per cup of your brine. So I've got that filled up. Okay, so I have pulled 6 cups of water into my pitcher here. To make it easier for me to measure out, you use a half teaspoon per cup. So 3 teaspoons makes a tablespoon. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of salt in here. So I've got my salt, and I'm going to throw it in there, and we're going to mix that. Let me remove this bowl out of my way. Get this up here. So I've just pulled out a bamboo skewer to kind of stir this with. You want to get that salt mixed in to the water. And we're going to fill this until we have the garlic covered. Now, I may have to mix some more. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I thought six would probably be very close to what I would need. And it is. I'm going to take my bamboo skewer and just kind of wiggle it in there and try to release some of those bubbles out. Okay, I've got that. And my water is taken care of. I've got my weight. And I'm just going to set that on top. I've got some bubbles up here. That's all right. You might want to set this on a plate or a cookie sheet because it may bubble over. The thing with these is they will release some of the buildup of pressure occasionally if you forget to burp it every day. Every day I'm going to open this up and I'm going to close it and allow that to sit for 1 to 2 months. I will be checking the pH after the 1 month period, and I will come back on another video once it has fermented to let you see how long it took me to get it to the stage that I wanted it. Well, y'all, the fermenting process has begun. There is the garlic in the jar. Isn't it pretty? And I will be using this probably all winter long into the summer months until my next batch of garlic is ready to be fermented like this. Lacto-fermented garlic. Hope that you will try this out for yourself. So many health benefits for garlic. Garlic can be used as a natural antibiotic with honey. I've done that in the past, and it tastes like garlic, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you can use the brine off this for your cooking. So if you wanted a garlic flavor and you've used up your garlic, use the brine. Nothing goes to waste. It's a waste not, want not situation. Oh, you want to know what I got doing over in the pot? Let's go check it out. My neighbor had done his honeybees up, and y'all, my wax is out of there, just about completely out of there. I'm going to let it go for a few more minutes, and then it has to go through several processes. I'm actually going to cover this up. I learned this trick when I was doing my fermented sauerkraut or my cabbage, and so I want to cover this up to kind of keep it dark. I'm actually going to place this in my pantry. I'm going to be checking on it daily. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and may you be fully blessed.